2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Nestled among the peaks of the Rocky Mountains. And before
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Nuggets, they've got Jamal Murray. Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Bull in at the 5 spot. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
Here's Barton following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Jokic inside. Covington's there. Jokic finds Barton. Clock at 6. Back to Jokic. Over McCollum. And it's Jokic missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Kicks it out to McCollum. Shot from the wing. Pass to Powell. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Over Bull. The offensive rebound. Passes it to Lillard. Over Murray. Lillard again missing.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Gordon kicks to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, have to enjoy, guys, seeing Murray jam it down like that. I mean, his vertical is pretty impressive.
Cullen passes to Nurkic. In the corner, Powell with it. He's looking for McCollum and finds him. Shoots over Barton. Back to McCollum. Dishes to Covington. Kicks it out to McCollum. Nailed from three-point land. McCollum's got 5 now.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Here's Murray, and the layup's good off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside. And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Powell dishes to Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. The pass to Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open, and it's Lillard missing. Denver in the lead. Pass to Jokic. And he gets it to go. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Jokic. And that one's good. Lillard.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Now here's Murray. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first. It's deflected and stolen by Bull. And here's the break. Here's Jokic. Good on the 13-footer. Jokic has got his second bucket of the night.
Jokic fully capable of knocking down the mid-range jumper. Tremendous confidence from here. You got to D him up better than that.
Now here's Covington. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Off target from outside. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. It's a three-point game. Chalk up 2 there. Bulls got his second basket of the game.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Powell, the pass to Nurkic. It's Powell on the wing. Kicks it to Covington. Lillard against Murray. Portland needs to get off a shot. And the basket by McCollum.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Murray with it. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Nuggets on top, up by 2. And we'll be back right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nuggets.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
On the floor for Portland. At the 2 and the 3, McCollum and Little. Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point guard. Simons, the pass to Little. To the middle. There's the dish to Kanter. Anthony on the wing. To the left wing. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Here's Kanter. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Gordon. McCollum against Murray. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Feeds to McGee. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 8.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Najee passes to Millsap. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And a wide-open look for McCollum. Gets a hand on it. It's good on the putback.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. The Nuggets leading by 8. Here's Millsap. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
You know, it took a little time for Millsap to develop and blossom into the NBA player he is, but once he did blossom, this guy became a star quickly.
Count that one.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
For Denver, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Pass to Jokic. 6 to shoot. Back to McGee. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got the lead up to 11 now for the Nuggets.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Lillard up top. Now the feed to Nurkic. Shoots over McGee. Powell kicks to Lillard. A three-pointer is right on target. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is peak Dame. Rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game.
Campazzo. McGee trying to break free. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Lillard. To the wing right side. Stolen by McGee. Millsap passes to Barton. Campazzo, covered by Lillard. The pass to McGee. Shoots over Covington. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Hey, you know, guys, McGee has won back-to-back titles with the Warriors. You know, that's not too bad for a journeyman.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Simons, the pass to Carmelo. Cantor with it. Back to Anthony. Down low. There's the three.
That's rock-solid defense right there. Jokic.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And, fellas, Jamal Murray is an out-and-out scorer. Running off screens or off bounds, he's always in it. And that's a wrap.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Denver. Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then there's Bull. And it's Barton in at the two-guard spot.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Lillard against Murray. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. From 12 feet out. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Lillard. And that's now 9 points for Lillard. Murray surveying the D. Right side, Gordon. Pass to Jokic. That's tipped. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. He dishes it to McCollum. Murray against Lillard. Covington kicks to Lillard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's He's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Denver making a switch here. Dozier's checked in. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Murray, the pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
With maturity comes greater patience, understanding how to play smarter. Murray keeps his options open and finds a teammate who's gotten free.
McCollum dishes to Kanter. Shoots the three. McCollum, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
Here's Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
It's Jones on the wing. Anthony on the wing. Off the left rim and out. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Jokic with it. Now Anthony defending. Wide open look here for Murray. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Bulls got 8 points.
The towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Outside Anthony. Now McCollum. 8 points for him. Inside and stolen by Bull. Pushing it up. And the dunk by Bull.
Hard to fathom, but he is really fluid in terms of getting up and down the floor. Bull making himself a capable threat all over the floor.
Can they get it? And the basket by McCollum. 10 points for him.
No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
Here's Murray. 11 points in the game. On the wing, Gordon. Pass to Jokic, and he makes good on the layup. Jokic has got 4 points in the quarter.
When you let Jokic get comfortable, it's a wrap. It's all over. He's a skilled scorer on the interior.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Jokic with the steal. Gordon inside. Defended by Jones. Bull, that's good.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Anthony is out there with Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Millsap has the open look. And it's off from three-point range. And now Portland on the break. Three-pointer, Lillard. That one doesn't go. And Denver the other way now. Here's Najee. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
Millsap passes to Dozier, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. A different look now for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony, and Norman Powell subbed in for Derek Jones. To the inside, and finished off by Nurkic.
And you can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
Here's Dozier, covered by Lillard. Feeds to Porter. Passes it to Dozier. He feeds it to McGee. There's the pass to Dozier. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Trailblazers trail by 19. Powell for 3, and that one goes out of bounds. That's touched by Lillard.
Yeah, couldn't quite hang on to it. They're not in a position now where they can afford to be giving it away like that.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. He kicks it to Barton. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And it's Gordon missing. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Lillard against Murray. And the basket by Lillard.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility. And boy, he can strike at any time.
And here is Murray to the paint. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Pass to Jokic. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And the basket by Lillard.
Great dish from Nurkic there. He really has a sixth sense for those reads.
Murray kicks to Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And the Nuggets lead by 20.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Back to Lillard. There's the triple. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nuggets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jokic.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off. Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Covington passes to Nurkic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Jokic.
Just a load. I mean, at 7 feet, Nurkic also moves well, and that combo gets him to the line a bunch.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Clark against Covington. Clark, the pass to Najee. Three-pointer on the way. No good on the shot. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. They've won this. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight. Up next, the Mavericks taking on the Trailblazers. It's NBA basketball on GA.
Kevin, thank you. There is
Indeed something special, David. Thanks. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here's Doncic. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Just 3 to shoot. Sinks that one from the post. Doncic has got the first points up on the board here for the Mavs. On tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Now here's Porzingis after the miss from Damian Lillard.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Basket good.
Got to talk on defense that left him all alone.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Doncic against Lillard. Pulls it up. That misses off the backboard.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
It's McCollum on the wing. Richardson cover. Lillard outside. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM. No clue how he got that one to fall.
So for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And Dallas with a change here too. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. For the Trailblazers, it's been a slow start here. It's a 5-point game. Outside, Covington. Passes to Simons. 5 on the clock. It's McCollum on the wing.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Here's Richardson. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Portland making a change here. Lillard's checked in. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Billy Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Powell comes in for Marjanovic. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Now here's McCollum following the missed shot by Willie Cauley-Stein. Covington finds McCollum. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
Don't want to be careless around Cauley-Stein. That's when he rises up and blocks shots away.
Out to Hardaway. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. They trail by 7. And the basket by McCollum.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And here's Brunson following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. Powell the pass to Brunson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And stolen by Lillard. Knocked away. Here's Powell. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession. And then C.J. getting slick.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's a whistle he did not want to hear. His second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Anthony kicks to Lillard. Over Redick. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Anthony. And that ties it up.
Well, he's effective in the catch and shoot dating back to his college days. Lillard has brought that skill to the pros.
Here's Powell and the dunk by Powell.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Lillard. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Lillard's got 6. For Dallas, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Brunson finds Cauley-Stein. Brunson the pass to Powell. Back to Brunson. He dishes it to Powell. Over Anthony. It's all tied in Portland. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, Cauley Stein is out there with Powell. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. Jones dishes to Cantor. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. A 3 from McCollum. Oh my, he'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. That's on J.J. Redick. Now here's Brunson. D right on him. And they go to the intentional foul. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Zinkas, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And a wide open look for McCollum and the Trailblazers. Another 3.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Porzingis finds Doncic. Makes it off the glass. 6 points for him.
At 7-3, Porzingis with no trouble seeing over the defense. Excellent pass and a very unselfish play.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. Simons surveying the D. McCollum, no good.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Now coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Here's McCollum at the tip. It's rebounded by Doncic. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Richardson with it. Now Anthony defending. And Marjanovic with the slam.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Porzingis against Cantor. Kicks it out to McCollum. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Here's Simons, guarded by Doncic. Portland again missing.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. Out to Porzingis. And the pass to Hardaway. To the middle. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Powell comes in for Marjanovic. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Lillard against Brunson. On the wing, Jones. That's a 2 from Lillard. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Trying to get something going. Kept alive. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And Nurkic does a great job just keeping the motor running.
Outside Hardaway. And the rebound by Nurkic. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. Norman Powell comes in for Jones. 1:33 left in the first half. 3-pointer Lillard. Mavericks with the rebound. Hardaway dishes to Powell. Chipped away. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Cauley-Stein's got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
and the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Lillard outside. From deep. Powell, the pass to Nurkic. From 13, and there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by Nurkic. Lillard's got 8.
And Damian doesn't need a lot of time to get a shot off and found some space there.
To the paint. Here's Powell. A beautiful reverse layup.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Brunson against Lillard from deep three-point range. 35 seconds left to play in the first half. Covington's shot is off. The Mavericks are gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Nurkic with the steal. Here's Lillard. Whistle blows. Bucketed. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level. And that does it for our...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
They've got Norman Powell, Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Portland. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard with three-point line.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
The Maverick, and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this, and he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Reddick comes in for Richardson. He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. Trailblazers leading by 3. Lillard the pass to Cantor. Back to Lillard. Inside. And there's Enes Kanter on the assist by Lillard.
The number of go-to moves and a soft touch. Kanter can crush you inside.
To the inside. It's stolen by Anthony. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Lillard outside. No good from outside. Mavericks trailed by 5. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Richardson in for J.J. Redick. Richardson attacking. Comes up empty down low.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position. Not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Richardson doing a great job in transition. Has good speed that time. Accelerates in the open floor.
Lillard with the bucket.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Out to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Portland leading by 6. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Anthony dishes to Kanter. Back to Anthony. Pass to Simons. McCollum with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Just 4 to shoot. Jones, no one around him. A three-pointer, no good.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
And it's McCollum off the drive. And Kanter wide open. He shoots. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Tries to keep it alive. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
How many thousands of times have we seen Melo in that position to pick up a shooting foul and to force the defense to foul?
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Ball stolen. And now Anthony pushing it up. Going back to stop him. And there's the whistle. Called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
And Melo's still bringing the passion to the floor. No matter what's going on around, he's still going to be a gamer.
This is it to Simons. Down low, Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Now, here's Kanter. Following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Shot clock at 3.
Well, he rushed to get the shot off, but didn't look rushed in doing it. McCollum knocks it in.
Mavericks trail by 10. Brunson with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
he's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
McCollum outside. And that one, good. McCollum's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers.
McCollum's got such good body contact. He had to have known that he was going to get hit on that play.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Marjanovic. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Now here's Lillard. Albert Covington unable to get his last shot to go. Kicks it out to Richardson. Back to Doncic. And stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Powell, the pass to Covington. Nurkic dishes to Covington. Here is Lillard. A three ball. A rebound by Marjanovic. Here's Richardson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Looks like Josh Richardson is always seeking a shot. This time, looking for contact as well.
He's perfect from the line this time. Now, here's Lillard. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Mavericks trail by 8. Out to Doncic. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Back to Richardson. To the inside. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis finishing strong that time. No doubt about that one.
Trailblazers leading by 4. The pass to Lillard. Takes a shot at the elbow, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
You got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
Doncic against Powell. The drive by Doncic.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? It's kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Both teams will make substitutions. Now, here's Doncic. He dishes it to Richardson. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And Jones sends it back. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Kristaps Porzingis. Here's Simons. Pass to Nurkic. McCollum outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the paint. A shot by Cauley Stein, no good.
Yeah, better than giving up a layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Clutch bucket by Nurkic on that possession. They needed that one.
Mavericks trail by 4. Kicks it out to Richardson. Doncic looking it over. Again, great positioning on the putback.
Porzingis wanting it and gets it.
Portland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Goes up on the wing. Simons the pass to Nurkic. Here's McCollum. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for two. It's on Porzingis.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The 2013 draft comes up, and the 10th pick is announced as C.J. McCollum out of Lehigh. And a lot of people said, who is this guy? Not a lot of people say that now.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simon. Count it.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Dallas the other way. The drive by Redick. Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one's on Anthony.
A fearless competitor. When Doncic is driving inside, he just embraces the contact on the way up.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
Lillard against Doncic. Yes!
Well, he's made some big shots dating back to his playing days in Europe. Kanter coming through here in the clutch.
And so here is Dallas. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Pass to Lillard. Looking to get it going. Oh, off target.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
Think about just how much focus Lillard has every year about his drive to be one of the best guards in the league. Whether it's recognized or not by an all-star appearance really doesn't have an impact on how he approaches the game.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. The score is tied at 56. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. From Portland, we're back in a moment. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. So Dallas will get the first possession. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Powell is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Doncic. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. Doncic against Lillard. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
And a deep three from Lillard. Here's Porzingis with fast break chance. Doncic outside. And it's sent back by Lillard. And they'll keep possession. 5 to shoot. Doncic passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Maybe a little more fundamental with positioning there to be ready for that offensive rebound. Porzingis, some extra effort on the offensive glass that time.
Here's Lillard to feed to Nurkic. Lillard against Doncic. Lillard, right side. Shoots over Doncic. Lillard misses. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. The lead is 2. Up top, Powell. Nurkic with the steal. Here's McCollum. Drops in the breakaway layup. McCollum's got 25 points in the game.
Well, fearlessness by McCollum there, willing to take those big shots in the game's biggest moments.
Doncic outside. It's Richardson on the wing. Doncic outside. To the middle. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway.
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Good! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
That's a huge confidence boost right there for Kristaps Porzingis. He's proving he's got what it takes in those moments.
It's Powell on the wing. Back to Lillard. Now Powell. Clock at 4. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And here is Doncic. Inside, Marjanovic, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
It falls! A huge shot to tie it up.
Oh, man, the DNA test comes back, and there is a clutch gene. McCollum with the confidence to deliver.
Lillard against Doncic. And Richardson now atop the key.
And maybe the natural-born leader that Josh Richardson is showing up in a big way.
And so the timeout by Terry Stotts here. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, tough situation here, but they do have enough time to get a catch and shoot. It's going to have to be very quick, but they do have time.
A 3 from McCollum. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And as things go,
hey, Kevin.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. And they'll have some minutes to make up for it with an injury in the roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. We've got Murray. Jokic is out there at Bowl. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Gordon in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Mavericks, Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Yep, that one goes in there. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second-chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Murray finds Jokic. And no good that time. Nice D from Porzingis. Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Passes it to Marjanovic. The shot from 20 feet away. That one wide left.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And it's Bull that time on the assist by Gordon.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Now, here's Doncic. Ball's knocked loose. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Down low. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And here's Denver.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
At the elbow, Bull. 4 on the clock. Lob pass to Gordon, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Out to Doncic. And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul. On defense, Denver. Richardson the pass to Doncic. Marjanovic down low. An easy 2 points on the layup. Marjanovic has got 6. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. And that one drops.
Well, you have got to take this shot away from Luka Doncic. He's too good to be given the mid-range look.
Doncic against Murray.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Over in the corner, Porzingis. Pass to Finney-Smith. He kicks to Doncic. Over Murray. Doncic, no good. The Nuggets trail by 3. Out left to the wing. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. The pass to Bull. All alone. It's rebounded by Dallas. Marjanovic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Dallas leading by 3. On the wing, Doncic. Pulls up on the elbow. No good on that one. Now Denver takes it the other way.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
The Mavericks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. Marjanovic against Gordon from 6 away. And that one's good. Marjanovic has got 8.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now. Now,
here's Jokic. Feeds it to Bull. They need this one. And the layup is good.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bull. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
Doncic looking it over. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. "16 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. In the corner, Murray with it. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Redick for three. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
You see, the combination of size, mobility, athleticism gives Aaron Gordon the necessary attributes to be an excellent defender.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Dozier in at the 2 spot. Outside for Redick. From outside, off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And there it is for him. Dozier's got the first basket of the second quarter for Denver.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
And Cauley Stein has it in the corner. Knocked loose. Stolen by McGee. Floats it up for Millsap. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Brunson kicks to Cauley Stein. To the middle. Here's Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
If Powell's on the court, he's a threat to dunk it. Incredible athleticism.
The Nuggets trail by 3.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
Now here's Brunson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Powell finds Brunson. Outside, Redick. Lets it go from deep. Porter pulls it in.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off. Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Brunson the pass to Powell. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Denver in the lead. Stolen by Brunson. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. Cauley Stein passes to Brunson. Back to Cauley Stein. Poked away. Here's Powell. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
How about the skills of Dwight Powell down low? Hard for the defense to match up with his length.
Barton against Redick. It's Barton with the drive. Greg, can you? And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Up top, Doncic. Richardson outside. Back to Doncic. Shoots from the baseline. Again, the Mavericks score.
Well, the assertiveness to his approach. Luka Doncic on the catch and shoot. Easy.
And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. With the floater, and he lays it up and in. Murray's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Richardson outside. Pass to Porzingis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Will Barton.
Very tough to affect the shot of Porzingis without leaving your feet. And KP, because of that, has the ability to keep them off balance.
Denver making a switch here. Bulls checked in.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime. Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Marjanovic finds Doncic. Here's Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Over Bull. Richardson the pass to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Porzingis. Good defense by Jokic.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus.
What about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness. Wow, the tenacity of Aaron Gordon, the athleticism is just amazing.
Now here's Doncic. Out to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. He gets that one.
Well, this second quarter has proven to be a turnaround. This guy looking much more comfortable all of a sudden.
Doncic against Murray. Pass to Bull. Kicks it out to Gordon. It's a tie game in Dallas. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. Their field goal percentage was a robust. And that...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Boban Marjanovic. He's really playing well.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Josh Richardson. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position.
Well, Kristaps Porzingis understands with his length and size, those are high percentage finishes. Nicely done.
Murray the pass to Gordon. Doncic with the steal by himself, and Doncic throws it down. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far. And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Here's Doncic following the score by Aaron Gordon. And yes, it's good. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Murray against Porzingis. And it's Murray penetrating.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
Doncic outside. Finney-Smith passes to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Here's Murray following the score by Dallas. Lays it up off the glass. Murray's got 6 points.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Doncic against Murray. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Marjanovic. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Teams have dynasties, the 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics. With Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have, man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. There's the pass to Redick. He dishes it to Hardaway. Passes to Brunson. The feed to Cauley-Stein. Back to Brunson, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Campazzo, Brunson covering. 1:07 left in the third quarter. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
The Nuggets have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. And so here is Dallas. Now Brunson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Powell. Second chance effort. Denver grabs the miss. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
And once Porter has some momentum behind him, boy, he just rides it to the basket. An exceptional dunker of the ball.
Now here's Brunson. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside, Redick. Just 5 on the clock. And that one hits back iron. Nuggets have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Here's Dozier, and he goes in for the dunk.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Stolen away. Campazzo. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Nuggets lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Taking a look at the Nuggets, Jermichael Green is out there with Paul Millsap. And there's JaVale McGee. Then it's Will Barton. Denver leading by 4. Green left side. The Nuggets moving the ball around. They get it back. McGee. Campazzo. Brunson covering. Back to McGee. Tries again. Cauley Stein grabs the board. The Mavericks shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Cauley Stein grabs the board. They've been trailing for a few minutes here.
But that could change right here.
The shot by Redick, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net. You know, you have to recognize the chance to push it, and they did. Great pass to get the ball behind the defense and an easy 2 points on the board.
Now here's Brunson. It's Redick on the wing. Now the dish to Cauley Stein. Takes a 3. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Redick.
This is Redick's game to a T. Masterful at catching and firing shots with confidence and precision.
Campazzo tips it back in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Brunson scanning the floor. Hardaway kicks to Powell. Back to Hardaway. Outside, Redick. Clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And the dunk by Powell.
A fundamentally sound player. Gotta like how well Redick works the rock around the floor.
Campazzo. Brunson covering. Outside Millsap. He feeds it to Green. And it's blocked.
Beautiful defense from Powell. Uses that impressive length to come away with that rejection.
Cauley Stein finds Brunson. To take the lead. Back to Cauley Stein. They now take the lead. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Here's Barton. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 5th rebound in this one. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Now, here's Doncic. To the paint. There's Porzingis. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
Well, one thing we know, Porzingis is fearless. He had no hesitation on what was a huge basket for them.
Murray, good.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there, doing everything he can to rally his team.
Now, here's Marjanovic. Back to Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. Murray against Doncic. Back to Porzingis. Feeds it to Richardson. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
So it's Denver now. The Mavericks making the shot. The drive by Jokic. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Now, here's Doncic. Porzingis finds Doncic. Richardson outside. Doncic outside. Pass to Marjanovic. Overblown. Marjanovic, no good. Left side, Gordon. No good. Doncic outside. A three. Offline. So a close game sees Dallas take. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Hi, and welcome, everyone, here on 2K Sports. Can't wait. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Jokic is out there at Bowl. Then there's Murray. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Barton in at shooting guard. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Back to Lillard.
Well, Lillard is always going to be aggressive on offenses. He looks to catch the defense off guard.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. On the wing, Gordon. Barton outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Murray. Jokic trying to free himself up. Goes back up.
And not easy defending Jokic. His height puts the defense in a tight spot, and they just slipped up there.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Oh, well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Outside Gordon. Yes, that goes in.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. It's Powell on the wing. McCollum outside. 14 feet away. Kicks it out to Lillard. Powell for 3 and stolen by Bull. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. To the inside. Nurkic with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Nuggets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Barton. Jokic high post. Shoots over Lillard. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Barton.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Here's McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
And the basket by Gordon. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Lillard surveying the D. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
He's gone off the rails this quarter, and it's a bad time to do it. I mean, when they're needing to fight from behind.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
And Nurkic has it in the corner. Lillard against Murray. Shot clock at 6.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Lillard from outside. Offensive rebound. Goes up again, and Nurkic lays it in.
Well, I love Nurkic's shot selection. I mean, outstanding at getting to his spots and converting.
Murray against Lillard. Murray outside. And it's Murray with the jam.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
They've decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
And so it's Denver with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break.
I be rocking this.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Well, no question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Paul Millsap, and it's McGee in at the 5, roaming the paint. And there's the pass to Dozier. Campazzo shakes him. Portland grabs the miss. Now Little. Pass to Simons. Anthony with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Little dishes to Cantor. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Denver leading by 8. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Campazzo. He feeds it to McGee. Crafty move. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Portland called for the foul.
At this point of his career, McGee knows who he is. A hustler. An energy guy who uses his athleticism to his advantage. There are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and lead. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court. That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. It's stolen. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Campazzo. And he banks in the layup.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
Yeah, no question. It takes skill and a certain level of fearlessness.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA, that nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot blocking abilities. He times it up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good.
One of my favorite trash talkers in the NBA, Cantor, never really shies away from taking jabs at opponents. And I think his teammates like that.
Jones checked in for a little. The Nuggets leading by 11. Pass to Murray. Knocks it loose. Green kicks to Gordon. And here's the fast break. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And the basket by McCollum.
A lethal shooter from downtown. McClellan, he enjoys opportunities to pull the trigger.
Murray against McCollum. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Out to Anthony. Here's Simons. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Cantor. He gets it in there.
Strong finish by Cantor. The contact doesn't seem to affect his mechanics at all.
The Nuggets leading by 8, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Murray right side, and he converts the layup. Murray's got 6 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lillard with no one around. Off target with his 3. And so it's Barton bringing it up for Denver. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the size Ball has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Murray against Lillard. Looking to end his cold spell, and it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Bol. Back to Barton. Covington against Gordon. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
Lillard against Murray. Here's Nurkic from beyond the arc. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Here's Lillard, and it's good off the back rim and in.
Such a smart play. Lillard willing to take the jumper from the mid-range.
Barton right side. Murray. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the... All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, after 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They are leading by 12. And that'll about do it as we...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, he kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Lillard the pass to Powell. Inside, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Passes it to McGee. Here's Dozier. Campazzo Covered by Lillard. Nurkic with the steal. Down low. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. The shot by Powell, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
It's blocked. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Covington against Jokic. From past the arc. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Lillard against Murray. Murray with the defensive effort. The Nuggets leading by 12. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And it's Bull that time on the assist by Murray. Bull's got 6 points.
3 straight baskets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry. And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Murray surveying the D. Jokic high post. It's tipped. On the wing, Gordon. Guarded by Powell. 6 to shoot. Gordon dishes to Murray. Denver needs to get off his shot, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations. Logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
Powell, the pass to Cantor. And it's McCollum in the corner. To the paint. Portland needs to get off the shot. Powell. Off target from the wing. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Nuggets. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
McCollum up top. Barton defending. 1:24 left in the third. Here's McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's are over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. 1:12 left to play in the third. Campazzo. A three-pointer off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 16. Here's Simons. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul against Denver. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Jones is checked in, and that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. And it's blocked.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
44 seconds left to play in the third. Najee passes to Millsap. McGee in the corner. Now the pass to Dozier. Poked away. Clock at 6. Anthony left side. McCollum passes to Simons. Back to McCollum. Here's Simons. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Cantor. Denver grabs the miss.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. Got to get the whole team pumped up.
And Jones sends it back. They recover it. And so it's Denver enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So on the floor for Denver, Green is out there with Gordon. Then there's Murray. Then there's Paul Millsap. Anthony against Gordon. Shot clock at 5. Murray right side. Over Anthony. Murray, no good.
It just seemed like they were out of sync and waited way too long.
Jones kicks to Cantor. Jones the pass to Lillard. Elbow shot. Here's Cantor. Kicks it out to Jones. Now here's Lillard. Defense right on him. Drills the baseline jumper.
Look, the jumper of Lillard, you better respect it because he gets it off so effortlessly.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Murray dishes to Green. Back to Murray. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Here's Gordon. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
He hits the second from the line. Trailblazers trail by 11. Lillard the pass to Cantor. To the middle and stolen by Bull. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Got that one up quick. And the Nuggets lead by 13.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
But the effort's been there for him, just not getting the results.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Kicks to Murray. Over Jones. Here's Jokic. Over to the left wing. Oh, good on the 3. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They've played a great fourth quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
No, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Lillard against Murray. Lillard the pass to Cantor. Kicks it out to Lillard. Trying to find Cantor. Gets it to him. And it's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Here's Jokic. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 6 rebounds in the game. 3-pointer on the wing, Jones. Trying to end the drought on the wing, Jones. Back to Lillard. And the 3 off target.
Gets the look he wants and still no luck. Tough night.
So both teams making some changes here. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. McCollum no good. Denver leading by 15. Murray kicks to Gordon. McCollum against Murray. Inside. Here's Bull. Sweet move. That shot missing. Great D that time from Nurkic.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Nuggets.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Bull.
Well, he had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was the complete package.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. 41 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Clock is at 3. Lillard with the bucket.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Porter looking it over. Dozier kicks to Porter. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. The putback, and Covington stays with it.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass for the tip in.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. A stunning view of the moon. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. And for the Mavericks, they've got Marjanovic, Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Kicks it out to Richardson. Passes to Marjanovic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. About a minute played so far here in the first. Lillard against Doncic. Lillard the pass to Nurkic, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Doncic looking it over. Pass to Porzingis. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Boy, you know, guys, the combination of strength and height for Porzingis allowing him to take on physical defense much better.
Covington kicks to Lillard. And it goes down 2 points.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Here's Doncic. Unloads. Again, the Mavericks score.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
McCollum against Richardson. Now here's McCollum. Not a lot of room for Dallas. They've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Richardson finds Marjanovic. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Okay.
Free throw dropped for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And then for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Anthony on the wing. Simons, the pass to Kanter. Nice D from Porzingis.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
The 17-footer misses off the right iron.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Portland no good that time either.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, what an athlete this Porzingis kid is, man. I tell you, you put the rock anywhere near him, and he's going to throw it down.
Here's Powell, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. It's McCollum with the drive. Here's Kanter. Nice D from Porzingis. Dallas leading by 6. Throws it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. All going up court. Powell dishes to Kanter. To the paint. Here's Anthony. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And love the muscle Anthony brings
to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside. And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season, was coming off an injury, and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back. Now, the defense was far from awful. However, he still got to make these shots, in my opinion.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Kicks it out to Richardson. Fires from deep. And Cancer pulls it down.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
And the dunk by Powell.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Doncic outside. Left side, Porzingis. And it's good for 2.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for Dallas. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Dallas.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
They've got J.J. Redick. Powell is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Now here's Brunson. Dishes it to Powell. Dallas moving it around. 6 on the shot clock.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Jones, the pass to Lillard. The offensive rebound. Nurkic. And it's all evened up.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Redick is in the corner. Oh, good with the triple. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Jones drives in. Lillard way outside. Pass to Nurkic. Plays it up and banks it in. Nurkic has got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Oh, that's offensive interference. And it's Jones with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Simons, he's checked in for Portland. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. The pass to Cauley-Stein. Here's Finney Smith. Brunson kicks to Redick. Lets the 3 fly. That one misses. 3 shots all come up empty. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Nobody near Lillard. And a miss there on the triple. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. Powell finds Cauley-Stein. And Jones sends it back. Another shot. The shot by Cauley-Stein. No good. Portland leading. Here's Simons. Lillard. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, "We can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop." Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
This is it to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 6 assists now in the game.
Boy, the coaching staff loves seeing this. I mean, Porzingis being active and effective from this area here.
Doncic with the steal. Down low. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has got the game tied up here for Dallas. They double-team McCollum. Pass to Simons. From the corner, he hits that shot. His first of the night, now 1 for 6.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. At the elbow, Doncic. And here is Marjanovic. Good. Marjanovic has got 4 this quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's McCollum. The putback. He feeds it to Carmelo. Pass to Simons. Shot clock at 6. McCollum dishes to Cantor. The wide open shot by Little on the 3 off target. For Dallas, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Marjanovic, it's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
McCollum with the ball, and Cantor throws it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sport. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Boban Marjanovic, he's really playing well.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Little out there with Anthony. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard.
And if you look at the stats for unassisted jump shot percentage, Lillard is always around the top. He can drain those pull-up jumpers as well as anybody in our league.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Dallas making a switch here. Powell's checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Powell's checked in.
Boy, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Here's Finney-Smith. Porzingis finds Doncic. And And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Finney Smith kicks to Brunson. Here's Finney Smith. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And where Finney Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Cantor, the pass to Little. Portland needs to get off a shot. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. McCollum, no good.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Brunson finds Cauley Stein. Stripped away. Takes it out to Covington. It's tipped. A fadeaway. McCollum. Little with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. And the basket by McCollum. 1:44 left here in the third quarter. Brunson scanning the floor. Now here's Reddick. On the wing, Hardaway. Reddick up top. He's guarded by McCollum. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Zinkas, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. Josh Richardson's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Jones checked in for the Trailblazers. Norman Powell comes in for Anthony Simons. McCollum dishes to Covington. Kicks to Jones. Porzingis comes with the double team. Just two to shoot. Hardaway with the steal. All by himself. A finish. And Marjanovic with the slam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where one or two possessions can impact the outcome.
It's his first trip to the line.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
And because he struggled with his free throw shooting so much last season, I thought he was hesitant at times to be aggressive. Wasn't looking to draw contact and was trying to avoid getting to the foul line.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
On the wing, Jones. Back to McCollum to the inside. And stolen by Richardson. Doncic passes to Hardaway. Feeds it to Richardson. Powell with the steal. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. Outside Covington. Out to the right wing. Here's Nurkic. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Good if it goes. And he trains the three. But let's see. They may need to review it. I'm sure the ball is out of his hand in time. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure we're at the end of the third and we've still got a close one. Mavericks lead by 3. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Porzingis, Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And Portland making a change here. Anthony's checked in. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 9th assist in the game now. Lillard scanning the floor, and the foul on Josh Richardson. That's foul number 2 for him. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. The pass to Lillard. Down low, here's Nurkic, and the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
Nurkic with it, out defended by Cauley Stein. Here's Powell. Tips it, and it's Lillard on the follow.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
Trailblazers trail by 5. It's Anthony with the drive. No good there.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Powell to the left wing. Outside, Redick. Knocked loose. Pass to Brunson. Dallas moving it around. Nurkic with the block. Here's Cauley Stein. Dallas again missing.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Anthony dishes to Powell. There's the feed to Nurkic. Good, nice job down low.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Brunson kicks to Cauley Stein. Outside, Redick drains it from beyond the arc.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Lillard from outside, offensive rebound, and staying with the play, Anthony.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
And that's an intentional foul.
There's really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
He is comfortable putting his head down and attacking. Doncic is unfazed, unflappable, even against beastly defenders.
Simons, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Cullen passes to Canner, and Canner throws it down.
And his teammates love it. Canner taking charge on a huge possession. You can just see him brimming with confidence, not afraid of the big moment.
Finney Smith passes to Doncic. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Richardson outside to the paint. 4 on the shot clock. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. 4-point game. Here's McCollum. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Richardson against Jones. Richardson, good.
What a big shot from Richardson there. Fearless.
McCollum passes to Cannon. Back to McCollum. Jacks up a 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver.
So for the Trailblazers, here's of Nurkic. He's checked in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell comes in for Jones. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simon. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Lillard attacking, pass to Powell to take the lead. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Here's Porzingis. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And really a great job to maintain his composure. How about the body control there? Now he gets the and one and turns this into a 2-possession game.
Powell finds Lillard. No good on the 3.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And there's the pass to Finney Smith. Stolen by Kansas. Powell in the high post. Yes!
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Well, you know, it certainly swings the energy and the momentum in one team's favor. That's basically a 4 or 5.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome. But it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Richardson is out there with Doncic. Then there's Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for Denver, they've got Bol. Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Barton in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Gordon. Just 3 to shoot. From 10 feet out, Porzingis with the block.
You can see Porzingis taking some pride right now on the defensive end of the floor, taking care of the shooter with his long wingspan that time.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Doncic against Murray. Ball's knocked loose and out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
You dig down deep at some of the numbers. Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
Porzingis with the steal. Finney-Smith kicks to Porzingis. Dallas moving it around. Passes it to Doncic. And the shot goes down. And Jokic likes physical play. Brent, he embraces the contact.
Well, you look at his physique, and I think he can absorb a lot of what it is that comes his way. But he's comfortable wrestling. He's got brothers. He knows what that's like. And he also loves to mess around with those press conference microphones, as we see.
Murray, good.
Meeting the defense with a tenacious will to score. Murray giving you that effort.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Doncic passes to Marjanovic, and stolen by Murray. Here's Gordon. Nice D from Doncic.
And there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Richardson kicks to Porzingis. Marjanovic. It's good on the putback.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Now the pass to Jokic. Launches it. The Mavericks pull it in.
Just a bit of a rut here early. Just 1 of 4 so far.
Pass to Richardson. Here's Finney-Smith. Back to Richardson. On the wing, Doncic. 5 to shoot. Shoots from the high post. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
The drive by Jokic. And Jokic slings it in.
Jokic, is he? I think he's showing some emotion, Kevin.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Doncic against Murray. Poked loose and stolen by Murray. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And the shot is good. Murray's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, Will Barton always going full speed. That time finds a bullet pass to a teammate.
Doncic passes to Richardson. Back to Doncic. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Takes the 3. Tipped away. From deep, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Campazzo. Brunson covering. Kicks it to Barton. 1:02 left in the first. Millsap passes to Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. And he goes right over Dwight Powell and slams it down.
We all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Pass to Jokic. Lots of room. And he hits the jumper for 2.
Well, the confidence just keeps growing with Jokic and his shot. Pretty much ready to shoot as soon as it touched his hands.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Brunson finds Redick. Fires the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Gordon's running, and Barton throws it down.
Oh, yeah, sure, Will Barton, you could have laid that one in, but why? People pay tickets to see that kind of stuff.
Brunson scanning the floor. It's tipped. Here's Powell. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Nuggets on top, up 2. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter.
Selfless. I mean, you need to cure.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
They've got Michael Porter. Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. It's Najee in at the power forward. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. And Redick kicks to Hardaway. Back to Redick. Inside. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Passes to Porter. Basket is good. He'll get a chance. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Green finds Murray. Outside Millsap. Back to Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside for Millsap. Here's Green. And again, Denver no good. For Dallas, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second.
And after some time over in France and the G League, JaMychal Green catching on as a steady NBA veteran.
In Memphis, the Grizzlies played him over Zach Randolph for some time. He's a guy that just keeps working and has found a niche now as his three-point shot has found more consistency in the NBA.
Murray against Doncic. He shoots again, and Marjanovic with the layup. Marjanovic has got 4 this quarter.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
And Murray, here we go. Count the basket.
Well, he's a tremendous shooter, is Jamal Murray, and nice to see him get to the mid-range and knock that one down.
Doncic against Murray. Out to the wing. Richardson up top. No points in the game yet for him. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Marjanovic. Here's Porzingis. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Bull with it. He kicks it to Gordon. And the pass to Jokic. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Gordon's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Here's Finney-Smith. Pass to Marjanovic. Dallas moving it around. Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The three from Porzingis. No good that time. And Denver the other way now. Jokic passes to Gordon. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Gordon's got 4 points in the quarter.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Back to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And it is good at the buzzer. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that'll do it.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Mavericks. Powell is out there with Hardaway. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Redick in at the 2 guard. Here's Najee. Brunson covering. Here's Dozier. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Brunson the pass to Pop. Now McGee. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. They grabbed their own miss. Pass to Najee. Here's Dozier to the middle. Clock at 4. A second chance effort. And it's good on the layup. Najee's got the lead up to 6 now for Denver.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Knocked away. And Redick kicks to Brunson. The dish to Cauley-Stein. Powell trying to free himself up. The shot, no good.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Right side, Gordon. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. That one off the back iron and out. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. Off the inbound. Doncic, no good. The Nuggets leading by 6. Now here is McGee. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Porter dishes to McGee. Porzingis with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Dozier, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Doncic feeling it out. And he comes up with the deuce. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Here's Finney Smith. There's the killer two-handed slam.
At 7-3, Porzingis with no trouble seeing over the defense. Excellent pass and a very unselfish play.
Here's Dozier, guarded by Doncic, and stolen by Richardson. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Then for the Mavericks, Cauley Stein. He's checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Cauley Stein's got 8 points.
Cauley Stein aggressive inside, putting the defense on their heels and in a tough spot, staying engaged.
Passes it to Jokic. And he uses the glass on the layup.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And here's Brunson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Hardaway against Gordon. Porzingis inside. And it's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
6 seconds left in the third quarter. Got it off in time, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. The third quarter comes to a close. Nuggets lead by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. The Nuggets leading by 4. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. Dallas making a switch here. Cauley Stein's checked in. Jermichael Green is out there with Jokic. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Bull in at the 5. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
Like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
Brunson with it. Now guarded by Barton. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Crafty move. Got a piece of it. Mavericks trail by 6. Powell, the pass to Brunson. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Shoots over Brunson. Here's Jokic. Cauley Stein grabs the board. The Mavericks shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Hardaway kicks to Powell. Green against Hardaway. Dishes it to Cauley Stein. Over Green. Cauley Stein passes to Reddick. Cauley Stein. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Talk often about physicality of bigger players. Cauley Stein, one of those guys who fits into that category.
The pass to Barton. And here's Jokic. Murray surveying the D. Lock at 6. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Johnson with it. Outside for Reddick. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, you don't see those over and back calls too often because they're just so easy to avoid.
So you want to get your coach fired up? Do something like that right there. That kind of loss of concentration will drive your coach crazy.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Bull. And Gordon subbed in for Will Barton. Murray finds McGee. Mavericks with the rebound. Marjanovic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong...
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. And getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, well, Mike Malone talked to his team during that last time out. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Pass to Marjanovic. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Green finds Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
Al Richardson. Left side, Porzingis. Doncic outside. Dallas again missing.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Green taking his time here. Murray outside. McGee dishes to Murray. Kicks to Gordon. Let's go. Doncic with the block.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays.
And maybe the natural-born leader that Josh Richardson is showing up in a big way.
Murray against Doncic. Now here's Murray. He's covered closely. Kicks it out to Gordon. Pass to Jokic from deep three-point range. Mavericks with the rebound.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the 4th. With the putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Outside Millsap. Three-pointer. Barton misses. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these